Well, good afternoon. So this probably will not happen all of the time, but I've got a few minutes. I'm waiting for someone. We placed somebody at a McDonald's not long ago, and so we're helping him continue. And by the way, my guy is out on vacation. This is something that I feel very strongly about, that the director, part of the role of a director is to provide good support, right? So what I had to do was I had to let go of all my cases. So I let my staff take my cases, and now basically I am overseeing all of the operations of Anchor Employment, right? So my guy's on vacation. This is the customer's second or third day, and we're just making sure to support him while he's getting started here at McDonald's. So one of the verses that we try to operate off of, and don't get me wrong, when you hear this, you're going to think this is a Christian company. No, we are Christians that happen. Well, by and large, we're Christians who are also in business, right? It's not really the other way around. I don't think there's a difference. If I say that I'm a businessman who happens to be a Christian, well, that kind of puts the emphasis in the wrong area in my mind. So the verse is, be bold and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. I believe that's Joshua 1:7 or 1:9. So we have found that when we do that, and I'm about to get into something significant, that when we are consistently bold, the door's open. I mean, there is plenty of business out there. Don't listen to anybody who says that the economy stinks and jobs are hard to come by. No, they're not. No, it's all a matter of just getting in front of the right people and making those connections and having good rapport. The jobs are out there, guys. Most of what we do, if you've been in this business for any length of time, the majority of our cases are entry level. It's low-hanging fruit. These are positions that turn over, just like here. I believe he's going to be a dining room attendant, or another job would be usher at a movie theater, or a courtesy clerk at a grocery store. These kinds of opportunities, that's our bread and butter, right? This is supported employment. That's what most of our caseload consists of. Yes, we do take some job placement. Yes, we do take some work experience. We try to keep that to a minimum because that's not what pays the bills. We do believe that work experience is a valid program, and so is job placement. However, supported employment, it's kind of where it's where we can gain some traction and make provision for our families, right? So that's kind of what we go after. So real quick, what we do, and this is for directors and employment specialists, we will do a blitz. Okay, we'll go to an area, and as long as we have crystal clear targets for what we're trying to hit, let's say that we're trying to get somebody a job at a grocery store, then we'll hit all of the grocery stores in that person's 10 to 20 minute driving radius, and we, all three of us, will divide and conquer. We'll divide that area up into zones. Okay, and then each of us will go out to those particular zones, and we'll have a marketing cover letter with us. I'll tell you more about that later. And we will try to get as many strong leads as possible within about a 2-hour time frame. And within 2 or 3 hours, we can hit, anywhere from 30 to 40 stores, right? Usually we will exhaust all of that target within that particular area. And then immediately, once we have those strong leads in place, we will reconvene at a local library or a Panera Bread, wherever there's Wi-Fi, and we'll bang out those applications right there on the spot, okay? And then right after we do those applications, we're back on the phone with the people that we made contact with at those grocery stores, say, hey, Joe, Sue, just want to let you know we were able to get that application turned in. Would you like to go ahead and set up a time to meet? Right? Basically, we're asking for the interview, right? So nothing slick. It's very commonsensical, and I'm telling you, it works. So I'm married. We have 3 kids. The guys working with me, they have significant financial obligations that they have to meet every month. The bills don't stop, right? So we got to make sure that we're very strategic and very efficient in how we find these jobs for people. So that's kind of it in a nutshell how the Blitz works. You could also call it canvassing. I just like Blitz better. I think that's a better term for it. It's fun. We try to make it as fun as we can. And there's a momentum that builds from that. We're communicating through text the whole time. And it's also an opportunity, get this, it's also an opportunity to communicate with the counselor in the RA and let them know in real time, you know, right after you're done with this blitz, all of the places that you went to, right? And they get excited about that. They love to see the energy and how we go about getting people jobs. They love to see all the number of places we've been to, the people we talked to, what the result of that was, whether or not it resulted in an interview. So they love that. And so that in and of itself is a form of marketing. Communication, you guys, is a form of marketing with the Texas workforce staff. And the better you do it, and sometimes I don't do it well enough, okay, the better you do it, the more stable and the more consistent those referrals are going to come in, right? So that's it for today, and we'll cover some more tomorrow. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.